Everyone.
Welcome to this Sunday's travel updates.
We hope you're all doing well, staying safe, being healthy.
Absolutely. And the travel industry did have a lot of changes this week, just like every week during COVID.
A lot has changed, a lot will continue to change, but here's what we know so far.
First thing we want to talk about is um, the hardest industries that are hit by COVID are the industries that rely on bringing large amounts of people together. So, obviously, professional sports, conventions, um, and they are trying to come back. They're finding ways to do it.
They are, and it's not going to be on the grand scale that they had been on, at least not to start, but we're getting it figured out. I've actually heard some numbers thrown around for some possible football teams later this year if they play, letting a few people in. So, anyway, to go along with that,
Yes, let's tie it to the travel industry.
yes,
There is an organization called the Global Biorisk Council. I think it's Advisory Council.
advisor, yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
Advisory
is.
Council. They set standards for cleaning, disinfecting, and preventing infection. Um, High
Super high
standards.
standards. And that's why most of these convention centers, professional sports stadiums, and arenas are going after that accreditation. It really doesn't get much better than that.
There's actually 2,400 facilities seeking accreditation right now, and the whole chain of Hyatt hotels has already achieved accreditation.
We actually mentioned that last week if you were
Mm-hmm.
tuned in. So, little note that might be on the quiz later.
Yep, flashback.
All right.
So, the next thing that we wanted to talk about, just a couple of states that have increased policies for visitors, we'll say.
We'll start with New York. We are based in Pennsylvania, so a lot of people in our network traveling to neighboring states. New York has introduced a form that you need to fill out if you're traveling to New York. This form is available online. I do not have the website offhand.
We'll give it to you. If
We'll,
you need it,
we'll, we'll
contact
post
us.
it in the comments or something. So yeah, they do have a form available online that you can fill out in advance, so that you don't have to get the paper form at the airport because
They are enforcing this one. They're giving people a $2,000 fine for not filling it in. But uh, sorry, they're they're catching people at the airports by stationing people, enforcement representatives in the airports for incoming flights.
yeah, if your inbound flight lands and you haven't filled the form out, you're gonna have to do it after you land. And if you do manage to sneak by them somehow and you get caught, $2,000 fine.
But it's not in terribly invasive form. They just want to know, how long you're going to be there, where you're staying while you're there, and then your basic demographic information. So
So yeah, there's a little heads up for the state of New York.
if you're looking to go a little further, a little more tropical, Hawaii's been a very popular place to travel lately.
Indeed. Hawaii is enforcing a 2 week quarantine, however, for all visitors. So, unless you have a month to travel, Hawaii probably not on your agenda right now. Anyone traveling to the state of Hawaii will have to quarantine for 2 weeks upon arrival until September 1st.
Yes, they were supposed to relax that guideline starting August 1st, but they have had an increase in cases, so they're extending it through September 1st.
So, there you are for domestic travel. There are plenty of places that you can still travel,
Oh,
and we've been talking about those quite a bit lately. But New York and Hawaii kind of
more
tightening the
difficult.
reins a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the places that you can go, as long as you travel safely, you will be safe. We were in the Keys a few weeks ago. We were masked the whole time we were in public unless we weren't close to anybody. We washed our hands, cleaned surfaces. We didn't get sick while we were there. We didn't get anyone else sick. And in a few weeks, as we announced recently,
Dun, da, da, da.
we're going to be going out of the country into the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to share that journey with you and show you what it's like to travel outside of the U.S. right now.
Absolutely. And if you followed along with us to the Keys, you know, we took you through the airport with us. We took you through the rental car process, to state parks and beaches. We took you everywhere, and we plan on doing the same thing while we're in the DR.
Yes. So the final point we wanted to talk about this week was partnerships. The travel industry has been getting creative to survive and weather the pandemic. And one of those ways of getting creative was to form partnerships.
I believe last week we mentioned the partnership between Royal Caribbean and Norwegian. I actually attended a talk hosted by Richard Fain, who is the CEO of Royal Caribbean, middle of week last week, and he stated very strongly that Royal Caribbean has never had the intention on competing on safety and cleanliness. So they're sharing all of their information with the entire cruise industry, the board that they have assembled full of professionals, and hopefully we'll be all back to sailing very soon.
So the newest partnership that we've learned about is in the airspace. So JetBlue and American Airlines have formed a partnership to basically just make it easier for customers. Instead of competing against each other for high demand destinations like the Caribbean and Mexico, they're joining forces.
They are actually offering, JetBlue and American offering reciprocal benefits on each other's airlines.
Get
so
those points.
Get those points. if you collect miles from American, you can now book and fly on JetBlue, still earn those points, and vice versa.
And also, you're able to book entire flights using either JetBlue or American on either website. So
that's pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, so you can go to JetBlue's website and book a round trip flight that might include parts that are on American Airlines.
I think that's really awesome.
It is. Yeah, both airlines are very comfortable planes and nice service. So
and they're both going to benefit from it, and so will you.
So I guess that's everything for this week.
Yeah,
I don't want it to wraps be over yet.
If anyone would like to reach out to us and have a private Zoom meeting about something that maybe you're thinking about booking in the near future.
Yeah, we're always here for questions to just discuss your future goals for travel, answer any burning questions for what's happening now, what could happen in the future.
And we have been keeping ourselves plenty busy. We're educating ourselves on everything we can in this industry so that we can better serve you. But what we really love doing is planning vacations. Yeah. So, not that we're not doing any of that, but it is a pretty severely reduced workload. So, please, if you have anything that you're interested in, reach out. We're always available. Get us on Facebook, get us on Twitter at VacationAJ. Our phone number is 412-880-3454. I see you bopping your head over there. 412-880-3454. You can get us by phone or text at that number.
And if you want to review any of the information that we've shared today, we always post this in newsletter form on our LinkedIn page. And we have a new to travel group on Facebook, so feel free to join. Even if you've been traveling for decades, everyone's new to this kind of travel.
Absolutely. And we're all just trying to share as much information as we can. So, yeah, join our new to travel group on Facebook.
See you next week.
Can't wait. Bye-bye, everybody.